She's my baby. I got her when she was just a tiny little fur ball the size of her head, and I had no idea she was gonna get this big. That was our ice machine. All right, this isn't gonna be pretty. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. I wanted to show you, the other day I got a box from Amazon and I just like mindlessly opened it because I don't know about you, but when I get an Amazon box, like I'm not excited. It's like something I ran out of that I just had to replace. Like it's not usually like a fun purchase. So I was like, okay, whatever. I don't even remember ordering anything. And I opened it and it was a Windex. I was like, what the heck? I didn't order Windex. And then I looked at the box and it was my husband had ordered it. And I was like, why did he order Windex? And then I looked and it's the purple Windex. Oh my God. Do you remember, or I don't know if you happened to see, I think it was in my Sephora video, I was talking about the purple Windex from when I was a kid, and he totally found it on Amazon. I just thought that was so sweet. And I called him and I was like, oh my God, you're so sweet. And he was like, you know, most wives might not be that happy that their husband got them Windex. But like, I knew it was a sweet gesture. And the sweetest part was that he had watched my video, which I warned him. I was like, you do not need to watch my videos. Like, I know it's not anything you're interested in. So I just thought that was really sweet that A, he watched it, and B, he like found the purple Windex. So anyway, I knew you guys would appreciate that because I got some comments on the purple Windex after that. But okay, the other thing I was gonna show you was the KKW Creme liquid lipsticks I got. The packaging is beautiful. It's like, feels so silky, smooth to the touch. It's the perfect shade of pink. Sorry, I just got in from walking the dogs. I should mention that I'm kind of frazzled. But this is the perfect shade of pink. It's so beautiful. I love the packaging. Honestly, the price point on these things is amazing because it came in this gorgeous packaging. You get 4 of them, and I think it was like $20 something. So when you open it up, this is what it looks like. I'm assuming everybody knows what this is. It's just like, honestly, I don't totally know what this is. Kylie Cosmetics. It's like a Kardashian lipstick thing. I'm not that big into the Kardashians. Like, I don't really know all their drama. But I did hear a lot of talk about these lipsticks, and then the price point was so good, and I love nudes because these are 4 different nude shades. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna check that out. And I'm really glad I did because they're so cute. Look at the colors. And the packaging, like I said, is just perfect. I love it. So there's 4 different colors. I'm sorry the lighting is really bad right here. It's probably not a good way to sample these. But I guess they're all named after Kardashians. That's how much I don't know about Kardashians. This one's called Kimmy. And it's a really pretty like coral, very pigmented. The really cool thing about these is that they are creamy. I'm not like a liquid lipstick girl because I just hate the dry lip feeling. So I was really relieved to see that these are so creamy. This one is Kiki. That's the one on top. So you can see it's actually more coral than the bottom one. That's what I'm wearing right now, but I think it kind of came off while I was walking the dogs. I'm really bad about licking my lips and like always wanting my lips moisturized. Well, those look really similar. This one is Kim, the one I just added on top. I should do these swatches bigger so you can actually see. And then the last one is Kimberly. Are these all the same person? You guys need to educate me on the Kardashians. I know nothing. One of them's married to Kanye. This is embarrassing. I should have like Wikipedia'd this. Okay, so that's the last one on top there. Really pretty, like in the shadow by my camera. Maybe I'll put this one on, Kimberly. That's a really nude. But they're forgiving because they're so creamy. Usually I'm always a little scared to put on a liquid lipstick because it's like, it can go so wrong so fast. But these are pretty forgiving. I really should work on that in the bathroom though. I don't know. I like them. I like the consistency a lot. I just came over to where the light I just came over to where the light's a little better to try to show you these. They're really pretty. They're very similar now that I'm looking at them in the light, but they're slightly different. I really like them. Anyway, I want to show you. Okay, you know how, hey puppy, you're a good girl. You know how I got this Build-A-Bear, this Beast Build-A-Bear? I love it. This is what Nate got me in a vlog a few vlogs ago. I got it the little Beast outfit. How cute is that? Oh, it's so cute. But okay, this is where you guys are gonna tell me I'm possibly going a little crazy. I also got these pillows. His Beauty and Her Beast. Aren't they so cute? And I got these rose lights. But I was like, why not just have like a subtle, grown up, I hope, Beauty and the Beast theme? Like, isn't that just really cute? I think that looks adorable. And it just makes me happy because it's like, yes, I am a child, but trying to keep it classy, somewhat. Although these lights, I got them on Amazon. I thought they were gonna be red roses, but they, yeah, they light up red. So that's unfortunate because that definitely is tacky. But yeah, it's unfortunate. But they look cute when they're not lit up too. So I don't know, I just think it's fun. It's a little something different. I like redecorating a little bit when I can, especially because I had such a fun day cleaning and everything today. Hi guys. I just accidentally went shopping. It's kind of the hazard of living above a retail area like I do. But I just want to show you real quick what I got. I went into Barney's. I don't go there much because it's so expensive, but I do love it. How nice is this bag, by the way? I love how it's got such a long handle. Anyway, I got this candle. I love Brado scents. I love their perfume so much. And I heard about this candle and I was like, I've got to check that out because it's supposed to smell like lipstick. And I love things that smell like lipstick. I know that's so weird. But just that like antique, feminine, like a dressing room from the 50s. I don't know. I just love the smell of like makeup. It smells so good. It smells like grandma, but I don't know. Anyway, this is called Loose Lips. It's a candle, not a perfume. And this candle is gorgeous. It's so heavy. It's like a hand-blown glass with this perfect pink metallic label and a little pink candle. I wish you could smell it. It does smell like lipstick. Not, you kind of just need to go sniff it. It's really hard to describe, but I love it. I heard about this in one of Cassandra Jacobic's vlogs. And I just really wanted to check it out, and it is amazing, and I can't wait to put it in my bathroom because it's just such a good girly scent. And then also for my bathroom, I got this silver tray. It was kind of a surprise. I found this at Nordstrom. Really don't think of getting like home good type stuff there, but it was pretty cheap. I think it was like $20, which is very cheap for Nordstrom. And isn't that just a pretty tray? I thought I could put that in the bathroom, maybe with my little candle and a couple other things on it. I'm gonna go style that like as soon as, I almost said as soon as we hang up, as soon as I finish this clip, and then I will show you how it looks. And then the last thing was I ran into Sephora. I wanted to get something with vitamins for my face. I heard of this Bobbi Brown face base and I was intrigued. Because, you know, like I take vitamins for my body. I take hair and nail vitamins. And it just sounded like a no-brainer that your face would need some vitamins too. So I was curious about this. And then in talking to the Sephora girl, she also recommended this. So I wound up just getting them both. Especially in the morning, like when I first wake up, I feel like my skin just needs like a shot of vitamins. Like I just want to give it some nutrients after a long night. So this will be good in the morning. I think it's supposed to be like a primer. but I'm just gonna throw it on first thing in the morning. Because usually like when I'm going to the gym, I don't really know what to put on my skin. Like it's not time for SPF yet because I'm not gonna be in the sun. And I don't wanna put anything like that's gonna be part of my day on because I'm gonna be showering it off. You know, like I don't wanna put a primer or anything like that. So I just thought maybe when I wake up, I might just throw this on right away to get a dose of vitamins on my skin. And then this seems like a really good night cream. I think it's so cute. Nitamins, that's adorable. I kind of just got it because it's called Nitamins, but it also smells really good and orangey. This one smells a little more like herbal almost, but they're both just really nice consistency. And I will probably show them in a later vlog. I was gonna do a skincare video. Then I used 100 points and I got this little moisture surge from Clinique. And then they also threw in a face cream. I love Fresh. And this is weird. This is like a little lip gloss sample. I've never seen this. That'll be fun. And then I also got a VIB Rouge bonus, which is just this little makeup brush. It's a cute, good size for on the go. I'll probably throw it in my suitcase. So yeah, that was just what I kind of treated myself to this morning. I'm gonna go set up my bathroom stuff and I will show you. Okay, this is what I did with my little tray. It's just tiny, but got some of my favorite things. I have my brushes, obviously my new candle. It smells so good. I have a little lighter hiding back there. And then I just put the Bobbi Brown vitamin cream out so I can remember to throw that on every morning. And my favorite perfume ever, Trish McAvoy Pink Jasmine. So cute. And then I have like the rest of my skincare all in here, so. Feeling organized, I love it. I think I'm gonna get a coffee light frappuccino. It's 110 calories in a grande. It's pretty amazing. And it's not too sweet. I think it's been a while since I got it. I think it's like a little bit sweet, but it should be all right. Look how long my hair is getting. I'm so excited. When I moved to LA 2 years ago, it was probably like maybe here. That looks kind of cute right now. It did not feel cute at the time. It felt so, I was just dying for it to grow. And finally, 2 years later, it did. It's so exciting when your hair finally does what you want it to do. My throat is like raspy. I need this coffee so bad. I wish I could take you guys in the grocery store with me, but it's kind of awkward. I also wish Nate was with me so he could help me. And because everything's more fun with my hubby. This week is gonna be our 7-year anniversary of quitting smoking together. Because when we first started dating, one of the reasons we were set up like a blind date, and one of the reasons was that we both smoked. Which back then, I mean, obviously now it's like kind of not that common anymore for people to smoke. We had a lot of stuff in common. Like we both drove Mustangs and we both are the youngest of 6 kids in our families. So yeah, it was kind of a no-brainer to set us up, and obviously it worked out really well. But yeah, at first we smoked together, and our early dates, I remember like our second or third date, I got him like a pack of cigarettes, like as a cute thing, which is awful. And then after we'd been dating, like 7 months, he was suddenly like, we gotta quit smoking. And I was like, what? Like I knew we had to quit smoking eventually, but I figured, you know, we'll smoke for a couple years at least together. I don't know. But he was just like determined. He was like, we gotta quit. And we actually read a book called, what's it called? Quit Smoking the Easy Way. Highly recommend that book if you or anyone you love smokes. It's really good. Because it's not just, like they don't just try to scare you with like scary lung cancer statistics. It's actually about like the psychology of smoking, which you never really realize, but you're kind of brainwashed to smoke. You know, like every cartoon, when the cartoon character is gonna like face the firing squad, his like last request is always a cigarette. Or maybe not anymore. Maybe I just sound like I'm 100 years old for saying that, but society has these ways of like making a cigarette seem like it's so enjoyable. But it's really not. Like your first cigarette ever is disgusting and you have to work really hard to like get addicted to it. It's sad. Anyway, so we read this book together and it was really fascinating. You smoke while you read the book because obviously nobody would read it if you had to quit first. And then we finished reading the book and we just quit smoking cold turkey. And I had a rough go of it. Like there were a couple times where I was like, I want a cigarette so bad, but Nate was just like, no, we're done. Come to find out, the next month he proposed to me, which was magical and amazing. I should totally tell you guys how he did it because it was so sweet. Oh, it was so sweet. But I later found out that one of our good friends, who actually lives out here and is part of the reason we moved out here, he told Nate, like, why don't you guys quit smoking together first and like commit to life and then commit to life together. Just because, you know, like it would be such a good test of our relationship. Like, could we quit smoking and like not go crazy and bite each other's heads off? And obviously it turned out to be a really great idea and it worked out wonderfully. But I always give Nate a hard time because I'm like, if I knew that's what was on the line, like he was gonna propose, I would have been like, fuck cigarettes, you know? It would have been so much easier. And that's why it was a little bit easier for him, I think, because he knew like where he was going with this. But it was all perfect. I'm gonna change a thing and I'm so glad we quit. So that was 7 years ago, today or tomorrow, I think, that we had our last cigarette. It is nice to be free of it. Like sometimes we'll kind of jokingly say like, oh man, a cigarette would be good right now. But honestly, we don't even really say that. So we definitely don't mean it and we don't say it very much because life is so much better when you quit smoking. It's crazy. I don't know why I'm randomly lecturing you guys on cigarettes, but I guess it's on my mind since it's our like anniversary. Hi, can you hear me? I think I'm too far back. Let me know when you're ready. Can you hear me or do I need to come up? Yeah, no.
We're gonna get you.
She can hear me.
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, what can I
okay.
get you?
Can I get a grande coffee light frap?
Well, grande coffee frappuccino light.
Yes.
Okay, anything else?
That's it. Oh, can I get a venti ice water?
Okay, and a venti ice water.
Yeah.
$4.25.
Thank you. Oh, my head hurts. Hopefully this caffeine will help. Okay, so you guys want to hear how Nate proposed? This is like story time. This is so fun. I don't know why this happened. Okay, so like I said, we'd only been dating 8 months. For some people, that's crazy early to get engaged. And I totally get it. Like everybody's different. But Nate and I, like, neither one of us wanted to get married before we met each other. But then once we met, we were like, both like, yeah, this is gonna happen. It was, you know, love at first sight and all that. And we actually moved in together because our leases were like ending and stuff after like only 2.5 months of knowing each other, which is crazy. If any of my friends, or if I had like a little sister or somebody and they were telling me they were doing that, I'd be like, oh my God. But actually everybody in our life was really supportive. I think because everybody who knew us just knew like, okay, like Nate and Charlotte, that's the thing. Like, I don't know, we were so head over heels right away. But anyway, we moved in, everything went great. And 6 months after we moved in together, it was our 8 months dating anniversary. And so Nate was like, let's go out to like a nice dinner to celebrate. And I was like, okay, that sounds great. And like, I knew we'd kind of, well, not kind of, like we had definitely talked about it. So in theory, like I knew it was gonna happen eventually, but I definitely didn't know when. And so he told me, at the time he was like working the night shift for the local news station. We lived in Savannah, Georgia back then. And so he told me, like, I'll come take you out to dinner on my lunch break, which his lunch break was at like 6 or 7 o'clock at night. So, I mean, I figured he wouldn't propose on his lunch break, so I wasn't even thinking about that. But he came and picked me up, and he was like dressed awfully nice. Like, I can't remember. I mean, not in his news uniform. Like, he was in like a collared shirt and tie, I think. And like, he had gotten his hair cut, and I was like, like weird little clues there. And he was acting super weird. And we went out to dinner, and like the whole time at dinner, he was being so weird. Like, if you know Nate, he is weird, but he just talks a lot, and he's just goofy and fun. So it was very strange that he was being quiet and like a little bit off. And I was like, I hope everything's okay with us, you know? And he wasn't drinking because he had to go back to work. So like, I just had some champagne at dinner, and I was like, this is kind of a lame anniversary. But so after dinner, I was like, okay, I guess you have to go back to work now, right? And he's like, yeah, but like, let's have dessert first around the corner. And I was like, okay. So around the corner from this restaurant was a health food store where we were first introduced. Like I said, it was a blind date. It was actually my professor who set us up. I was in grad school, and she knew him from the news station. So she set us up like after class one day for some random reason, because neither one of us was into health food at the time, for sure. We all met at this health food store, and it had like a little tiny like sandwich counter, and we had lunch there that day. So he's like dragging me around the corner after dinner, and that little health food store was right there. But it was just like a daytime thing, like they closed at like 5, so they were closed. But Nate just like pushed open the door and like bust right in there. And I was like, Nate, what are you doing? It's not open. And the owner was standing right there, and he was like, yeah, it's okay, come on in. And I was like, what? This is weird. And it was like dark inside. And I'm still not getting it, okay? Maybe that means I'm stupid, but I was not getting it. And Nate's like dragging me by the hand, and he's dragging me through this like dark closed store. And I suddenly notice our song is playing on the radio in the store. And our song is Beginning to See the Light by Bobby Darin. So it's like not a common song. It's like, I've never heard it on the radio just randomly. You know, it's like Frank Sinatra style, like that era music. And it's very rare. Actually, where we live now, it plays a lot because it's like a shopping center. But it's not like, you know, this health food store would never be playing it. So I was like, Nate, oh my God, they're playing our song. And he's like, I know. And he's like dragging me through the store. He was just so nervous, like bless his heart, he was just shutting down. So he like dragged me around the corner to the juice aisle, which is where we first met. And there was this little romantic table set up with like a tablecloth and flowers and candles. And I was like, oh, I finally got it, you guys. It took me that long to get it. So I was like, oh my God. I like started to cry, and Nate was like, he was, bless his little heart, he was just like so determined. So he's like, sit here. And he like made me sit down on the chair. And then he got on one knee, of course. It was so perfect. And then he delivered the most romantic proposal ever. And neither one of us remembers a word of it because we were both freaking out. I mean, it was kind of, in my memory, it was kind of long. Like, I think he gave me like a 2-minute speech. And the whole time I was just dying for him to ask the question so I could say yes. So I wish I remembered the speech. I kind of don't remember it at all because I was so focused on like, get to the question. And he doesn't really remember it either because he was just such a nervous wreck. It was so cute. But anyway, he finally popped the question, and I was like, yes! And, it's time to say yes to some coffee. Hold on. Thank you. Can I get a sleeve and a... Can I get a sleeve too? Yeah. Thank you. Don't you feel the need to have a sleeve with a cold cup too? It's like, it gets all sweaty. I don't know why they don't just give you the sleeve for that. Okay, where was I with this random story time? So, where was I? Okay, he popped the question finally, and I was so happy. I like blurted out yes. I was so excited, and he gave me the ring, which was perfect. This is like turning into really quite a story. Sorry guys. I hope you're interested. It's too bad Nate's not here like he's supposed to be right now. This is so good. 110 calories. Delish. Okay. Let me get this story out. So, he gave me the ring, which you probably can't see very well, but it's very cool. It's like kind of an antique style. Sorry, I bet that didn't focus at all. But another thing, like I said, we just kind of knew early on. And after like our first date, not that early, I don't remember when, it was before we moved in together, I told him, because my mom had passed away maybe 2 years before that, and she meant the world to me. And I had her, it wasn't her engagement ring, it was, there's like a whole nother story about the ring, but I had this diamond ring of hers that my dad had gotten her. And I told Nate, like, just so you know, if things ever go that way, like, here's where I keep this ring, and you can take it and like use the diamond out of it because it's really special to me. So that's what he had done. This is the ring, this is the diamond that was my mom's, but he had it put in a ring that was like so me. So the ring was perfect, the proposal was perfect, everything was so amazing. I was like so beside myself because it turned out he hadn't worked that day at all. Like, he had the whole day off, and he had spent the whole time like running around town, getting everything ready, getting a haircut, like changing so he looked super sharp, and just every little detail was perfect. It was so impressive. And I was like so overwhelmed at this point, you know? And then we walk outside of the health food store, and there's a horse-drawn carriage waiting. Oh my gosh. And a bottle of champagne. And he was like, I thought you might want to ride around in this carriage and like drink some champagne while you call your family. So sweet, right guys? Oh my gosh. And I love horses so much. I mean, what girl doesn't? So perfect touch. And we were in Savannah, Georgia. So if you know Savannah at all, it's a very like historic town, and there's a ton of horses and carriages, and it's like very romantic. So it was perfect. He nailed it. And then I think we rode around, we drank champagne, we called our families. I think we wound up going to the bar and meeting up with friends just to kind of celebrate. Because everybody who knew us was like, finally, like, we knew you guys were so meant to be. So it was really, really sweet. But that was our proposal. Why did I get off on that track? I'll try to show you the ring now. This lighting is probably not great. We have each other's initials tattooed under the ring. Because when we got engaged, Nate was like kind of disappointed because guys don't get an engagement ring, and he was like, that's not fair. I want something. And we had talked about getting like a tattoo under the ring just because, oh, I love tattoos, and I kind of had forced him into getting some tattoos already. So we were like, you know, it's something you can never take off, in theory. And so he was like, let's just go ahead and get those tattoos, and that'll be like my engagement ring. again, how sweet is that? Like, what guy would want that? I lucked out with that one majorly. He's the sweetest. This is already really long. All right, I'll tell you the story about the ring another time because it has a pretty cool history. But I think that might have been enough stories for one day. I'll do a Q&A sometime if you guys want me to, if you have other questions like that. But yeah, I don't know. That was fun. Thank you for indulging me. I'm gonna drink my Frappuccino and go to my numerous grocery stores now. But I will catch up with you guys soon.